Welcome back, fellow caves enjoyers. Today I'll be continuing my new save file run that I chose to do for educational purposes. We are playing on the hardest settings possible. I did not take random perks because I think it's not fun. I do, however, enjoy maximum difficulty. And with a luck 5 build, 1 to 5 to be exact, because 2-1-5 melee stat, when playing luck 5 specifically, it's better to have one stat point in agility. As late game, that's going to be way more useful. Right, so that's it. Location 4. The main threats here that we have to prepare for will be Skeleton King, a boss that will spawn at the bottom of the map. So if I'm ready to fight him, I can always go there and try to fight him. Next would be an elite enemy that will spawn somewhere here, Assault Grenadier. To counter him, I will simply need to carry around a fire sigil to mitigate the explosion damage. Next, of course, will be the Portal Guardian, whichever one shows up. And the last dangerous thing will be the Necro Sentinel in the Ancient Ruins. To fight him, I should have plenty of magic shield scrolls and health crystals ready to counter his Necro tablet. Alright, so we just arrived at this location. We want to drop off all of our items that we're not planning to use. There's also a home portal somewhere. It's pretty close by. That means I can go there and actually drop all of the items I want to recycle for once I actually decide and go back to the shelter. Now, to decide when should you go to the shelter, simply go there when your health and energy reach almost zero. Energy is the priority here. Right, a Goblin Bomber. A very simple way to kill him is to summon anything, let them fight, help out a bit, and that's it. He's good as dead. Alright, just so you know, never tank any golems from ranged distance, because their range attacks hurt way more. Just like you saw right now, I took very heavy damage. Right, so the home portal is right here. There seems to be an elite enemy guarding it. I don't actually need to go there right now, so I'll just drop my items. Since we're here, I might also talk about Skellie King a bit more. The main weapons you should use against him are a grenade gun with fire grenades and a flamethrower. Especially if the Skeleton King has no wand, that means you can just use a flamethrower and he shouldn't ever be able to touch you. The easiest boss, have plenty of space mined out around him, and you'll have a very easy fight. Right, we used very little crosses against Priest. That means we have plenty of invincibility items left for us. We want to drop Gold Cross for sure, because we are definitely not planning to use it against anyone here. And then one of two leftover items, I'll just drop both crosses and use up Golem Hearts, since you will very likely gain 2 to 3 back when you reach Lava Caves again. You want to have at least one type of invincibility item, just in case you fuck up. Aha! Here came the Assault Destroyer, sorry. I'm used to calling all enemies with grenade gun grenadiers, so forgive me if you misunderstand. Assault Destroyer, right. His 3 ways of attacking, 4 ways. One is his melee weapon, which he uses if he teleports to you. Second will be his quick grenade launcher, not quick super. It explodes after it immediately explodes the next turn, unlike every other grenade launcher. Then we have his shadow spider mines, which we will have to trigger as soon as we can. And then lastly, his electric bomb. Since 3 out of 4 of these attacks are explosive, that means fire sigil, which reduces explosion and fire damage. They mainly focus on explosion, 50% reduced taken damage. Equip it, the fight will be way easier. He teleported to us, we want to definitely hit him. Let's use cursed arrows. I moved before, so I'll get a crit. Oh, he didn't go away. And I have Necro tablet, that's fine. Equip the fire sigil and start healing up. Even on the highest settings, I am on the side explosions with fire sigil. I take very minimal damage. He wants to shoot his grenade gun, it's fine. He shot it, and next turn it explodes, so be careful. You want to simply walk around all of the explosives until he teleports to you, in which case you attack him with something. And he will either hit you back, which is not likely if you deal enough damage, or he will just teleport away. Or summon mines. I can just spray him again, ow. Right, since I'm luck 5, my damage is very low, like really low. Using any normal weapon, your main weapon, will make him go away. In this case, I could consider using Wand of Vampirism. And he used an electric bomb, right? That is completely fine. A note, spider mines always deal less damage than his grenade gun. That's it, very simple fight. I got the super grenade gun, which has delay of 1. Even though it has higher damage, just me, I don't want to use it because using one delay grenade guns effectively, you can only really put grenades in these 4 spots. And with grenade gun you can put both nearby yourself and here, because you can simply walk away. Because remember, explosive deal damage to you too, no matter what. So what do you have here? All of this I explained. I do not need any of this. Bullseye, completely useless. It's bad. 3 perk points, come on. I understand 1 per point, but this, no. Shooting blind, every other method of hitting invisible enemies, that is grenade guns, flamethrowers and wands, are simply better, and they deal full damage. Unlike this, with blind shooting you are very likely to, first of all, you miss your attack, and if you hit, it's very unlikely you'll hit, and you will just end up wasting ammunition. Potion thrower, however, throwing a potion does not waste a turn. How useful is that? Let's think. Using teleport potion is considered drinking it, as I've been told, so there is no actual good use. I will not gain anything by splashing acid or potion. Acid fire faster, unless I had corrosive acid perk, then I guess these two would synergize very well. And random teleport, it's not a problem since I'll be teleporting away the enemy or myself. I am not saying, however, that this is a bad perk. If you want, you can take it. Since most of these are bad, I am simply going to reroll. And get what? One master. Extra charges in general. That's good. I will of course take it. Awakening. Summoning allied sentinels from random teleport potions. It simply makes most of the elite knights you summon friendly, and they will fight for you. I might have to get this actually, simply because I don't have it in the database. Never mind. This is not my normal save, so I guess I don't need it. Since I want to kill the elite knights, not make them fight for me. Arc defense, shit. Demonologist. Demons become actually useful, as in they deal good damage with this perk. However, I don't think I will actually need it. Acid blast. Pour acid on nearby tiles with acid potion seems completely useless to me. And 3 per points. No thank you. Just detection. The only thing I see here is 1 to 3 experience for opening any chests, and that is almost nothing, I have to say. I might take it just so I get another perk in the next location, but for now all I will buy is the one master and save up my perk points. Well, hello there. Now, Electromancers, usually fighting Electromancers and Necromancers is pretty easy. You just go to a wall, let the Necromancer surround you with Skellies, and you safely attack them with anything. The simplest way is to use a bow and switch between acid and fire arrows. That way they will melt down very easily, no matter your build. Now, he has a wand, which we definitely do not want to get hit by. I am very likely to die right now. But since he summoned his first skeleton, the way his pattern works is that he will first summon 2 skeletons, I believe. He will not attack. So I should be safe. It should be safe for me to start hitting him. Yes, you see? 1 skeleton first time and 2 skeletons second time. Now he might chase me. Yes, he will. So I simply start attacking him. Right, good. I move, I get crit, and pow. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. I got a little bit scared there. I will always use super speed just in case. If you have other abilities, you also should try to not be in his range. That's just for me, but in very high damage settings, you can let yourself use wands to instantly kill archer enemies. Aha! Oh, you are very annoying, young man. Yes, yes, run away. Against this guy, you can simply use your flamethrower and acid potions. A Necromancer medallion. This is going to pair very well with what I'm planning to do late game. Well, late game is a bit of an exaggeration, I guess, until I get the equipment. Against bosses, one of the best gears, I guess, sets you can use as a Necro wand, a Necro medallion, possibly, not needed though, a Necro book for sure, and any Necro belt. That way you will have a lot of skeletons tanking your hits, and this way of fighting is almost necessary in high damage settings, so that you do not take massive amounts of damage from the boss directly, as tanking the boss is not an option unless you want to end the run quickly. Of course, the same thing is avoid all damage in general when playing caves. Like, there are two main rules. One is avoiding damage, other is keeping your health above 80% at all times. This will prevent you from getting one shot at any time. Another thing, as you saw in the very beginning of the video, me explaining the dangers of dislocation and actually preparing for them, you can actually think a few locations forward and what items are optimal to kill each boss. Of course, you might not know this, but I at least try to write that down in my guide. It should be in the description, a Google Documents file. You can scroll to elite enemies or bosses and take a look there. I will, of course, be updating it with more accurate information. So you plan out of all of your items and you save them accordingly. Oh, that's pretty sad. But I don't want to use Ashen Claws because Ashen Weapons engine can create sparks, and sparks can destroy barrels. That's why let's just equip a simple blade. Ah, Skeleton King. He entered our vision range, and it doesn't matter even if he's behind a structure, he still saw me, I believe. He didn't. Okay, so one of two cases will happen. One, the more likely one, he didn't actually see me. Oh, very lucky. Second case is he will teleport to me very soon. teleport to me as in he's chasing me. Right, when you get noticed by a boss or trigger a boss, that's the same thing. They will start chasing you through the whole location. That applies to every single boss. I still should be plenty fine to fight him. Load up my fire grenades and get ready for combat. Though I saw he held his blade, that means he doesn't have his wand, which means the fight is going to be very easy. I don't have plenty of flamethrower fuel, which is a shame, but that's not a problem. Fighting Skellie King, I'll start the fight and maybe talk him. You simply need to run away until he uses up all of his Chaos Scrolls. Yeah, oh, he definitely saw me right there. Right, so... yeah, he's chasing me. He should use... yes, a scroll. When he uses Chaos Scroll, he gets invincibility. He only has a limited amount of any scroll or items. That means during the fight he will eventually run out of them, and that is your goal. You will walk around until he runs out of the items, and that's it. The fight is done by then. But make sure you don't get ambushed. And be prepared for direct hits. That means staying at that low health is very dangerous and you should not repeat. Right, you see? A direct hit hurts a lot. I could technically die if I get another direct hit. That is why I am going to prepare for it by healing up. Generally, you want to go upwards first because of how the enemy movement pattern works. Once you go below him, below any enemy, you can never go back up again, normally. Right, he should. This could very realistically be his last Chaos Scroll. Aha, he is a defense scroll. That means he is out of Chaos Scrolls. I can simply burn him. Now he starts using his Necromancer scrolls. That is completely fine. He has a limited amount of those two. Basically, he cannot do anything to us except take away our hunger. Another fun fact, he gets blocked by his own skeletons, which is pretty stupid. He cannot switch places with them, meaning you can simply stand at a corner. And he will very conveniently just teleport away and make some distance from us so that we can throw flamethrower fuel at him. And yes, we can execute him and he's dead. That's it. This is a pretty stupid fight, I must say. A Chaos book. This book as well really depends on the person. I heard very different opinions about it. Some love it, some hate it. I personally hate it. That does not mean, however, that the book is bad. As it says, you get random positive magical effects, which may include invincibility. Even though those effects are nice, I prefer having either guaranteed effects or a Necro book or Technomancer book. Those two being my most favorite, and they have very distinct uses. This one, it's good against, let's say, Chaos Cyber Illusory and endgame boss, since the book can give you invincibility and you can extend it with blue shrooms. However, it's just my opinion, I don't like it. Still, it is better than the Dash book, but I will keep this book with myself for movement or some bosses. Alright, also, we cleared 2 out of 4 threats of dislocation. As you can see, it's going to be very easy. That is, of course, Skellie King and Assault Grenadier are both dead. Now what we have is the Portal Guardian, which will only kill after we clear both the ruins and the cave. So I don't think I have anything else to talk about. That means we'll just get on with clearing the cave, and I will stop to comment if something important or interesting happens. Reminder, this gameplay is more or less educational, so anyone who's struggling in these locations and, for example, dying in the 4th location, I do not really know why, since if you survive location 3, you should be able to survive the 4th, as it has way less actual threats and the enemies are way weaker compared to D1s. But if you are struggling, you can simply watch the gameplay. I'll speed it up for you. That's it, I hope. I have a list of things I wanted to mention right here. Right, I'll put timestamps and navigate straight to them, and let's continue. Since I have the Aggro Alchemist perk, as you might have noticed, I saved all of my magic dust, and I did it just to use it in normal caves, because Alchemist gives you special fruits or berries when using magic dust on grass tiles. That means you have to save it. In normal caves, you get violet berries. They give 1 to 2 extra max health when eaten, which is extremely useful. In acid caves, you get a something fruit that gives you poison resistance, and in lava caves you get fire resistance. Lava caves is the most useless because you have plenty of fire shrooms there, and you have a fire sigil. The acid caves fruit is, I say, rather useful, especially when fighting a high shaman, since his one inflicts very strong poisoning, and being immune to it will save you tons and tons of health. However, I will still save everything and get as many lean berries as possible to increase my max health, which will allow me to survive boss fights and everything. This might not be so important in lower difficulties, so you can use the berries wherever you want. Not berries, magic dust. Buying out magic dust from the master could be you directly investing into maximum health. Right, this guy, Heavy Cyborg. This guy and Protector Cyborg, they both activate a shield after getting hit once, which means first you want to hit them with a strong single attack, a grenade gun would be the easiest choice. In my position, since I cannot switch to my grenade gun very easily, a landmine would be better. Of course, I'd need to have a wall broke here. And you trigger their shield, and you can simply walk around until it's gone, and then attack with whatever else you have. Not all cyborg skeletons, even though it's very rare, might not have shields. Yes, even though this enemy is immune to fire, Curse Fire and Ashen Fire ignore that immunity and still deal damage. That is why those two fires are the best. I'm not picking up these berries just because all dropped items that you have not yet picked up are not included in the food drop chance calculation, which means the more fullness you have, the less including all of the food you have in your inventory or have picked up. The more you have, the less food items will be dropped. The less you have, vice versa. That means if I'm not picking up, they are not actually getting added into this counter, and you are gaining more food drops theoretically. Practically, caves, you are going to starve to death, so deal with it. Now a question is, should I restore my energy, or should I simply go back to the shelter once I use up most of my health? First question is, what can I unlock with blueprints? I think the best choice would be to unlock the blueprints in this cave, and not in ruins, because in ruins you will only get armor blueprints, and I'm not planning to change from prospector just for let's say educational purposes, which is also why I picked a new run, so I do not have any possible advantages. Now how I play with that new save is another thing, but you can simply copy what I'm doing, that is buying items, etc. Since I'm not actually going into ruins before I go back to shelter, I will not need the magic shield scroll, since it seems I'm getting plenty extra over the maximum I can hold, and I'll need the scrolls for Necro or Sentinel, which will be in ruins. That means I should simply drop the scrolls here, mark them, and pick up all of the other ones, so I don't have to walk around the map again later. Two pretty tough enemies. Necro Cyborg has the same shield mechanic as Heavy Cyborg we fought earlier. That means, first of all, we have to one strong attack. Using dynamite here would not do anything. This guy is harmless. We will simply kill him afterwards with a grenade gun. Even though Lockfire has low damage, I somehow managed to kill them. Alright, there are clearly no visible enemies here, yet the radar shows an invisible elite. This could be either the goblin thief, goblin mechanics on the spawn at the low part of the location, usually, or the more way scarier thing would be a stealth cyborg or stealth bling cyborg. Bling cyborgs can easily one-shot you. That's it. It's very funny. That's how my last run ended. I was at 100% health and he just one-shotted me. Very not cool. In which case we have to walk. He's around here. We summon something to bait him out. Aha, as I said, a stealth cyborg. Because there are not many enemies that first of all are elite and invisible. That's why it's pretty easy to deduct who exactly is coming after you, and with that knowledge you can prepare accordingly. He has an EP pistol, which is worrying because hiding behind someone is not very effective. Good thing I blocked it. That's why you carry an energy blade to block projectiles. And if you have this blade, even if a, let's say, Blink Cyborg attacks you and he has the Blink Revolver, you are very likely to at least block one attack with the blade. The 20% chance to block projectiles might not seem high, but it is. It feels like 40 or 60. Let's splash acid so we can track his exact location when he goes invisible. Or simply stun him. We don't have... right. Right, the vending machine. Once again, I am reminding, always buy out gold to gems. Wow, that was a lot. For me, just for me, I really like buying out energy crystals, but it seems we're not having many energy problems. I will buy them later on when the location ends, and if I have below 6 crystals or 7. You can also buy health crystals if your healing supplies are low. Don't be afraid to use them. Bombs are a great value. They deal very high damage. You can instantly use them, and they are very cheap. Buying any ammunition is in most cases, I'd say don't buy it. But let's say you're doing an agility 5 run. You even cleared ruins and you're still without any ammunition. Then you can go here and buy. Best value will be shotgun. Shotgun ammo, yeah, that's it. Buying arrows? No. From here, buying weapons. Alright. Never ever. You will get plenty of weapons. Even if the damage is high, you will very soon gain similar damage weapons. The only exception would be Mjolnir, if you really want to get the Mjolnir core, which is used for crafting Thor, Chaos, Impulse Hammers, and the Discharge build. Besides that, never. Never. Right, the armor plates. Right, you can, if the most basic one, if it has a really high damage defense difference, And if you are really taking a lot of damage and struggling with healing, etc., then you might want to buy it, but even then, they are really expensive, and you are better off using your coins elsewhere, mainly buying Master Scrolls, the items I mentioned here in the vending machine, and merchants. Merchants random item options. That's it. Of course, you don't buy anything else from merchant. Now for the special armor plates. Energy plate has been nerfed to the ground. It is complete shit now. Health plate, never buy it, unless that is only if you're playing hard 250, where you can get one-shotted. Right now I am actually considering buying it, as it will give me a +2 defense compared to the plate I have right now, and extra health, which is very valuable in, again, a high damage taken settings. You don't need it in low damage taken settings, because you can heal up very easily. Another two you can get are the range stat and the melee stat plates. You buy them only if you're playing, let's say, well, if you really want to boost your damage, right, and you do not want to buy anything else, you have plenty of coins left, sure, go on buy. It's not a really bad decision, but remember, there are plenty of places to spend your coins, so think wisely. However, when playing luck 5, and you should play 1 to 5, because the one stat in melee will be useless later on. 1 to 5, luck, as luck 5 you max out your blocking. By that I mean you reach 120 skill points, because every skill point after that gives way less value. That's how the game works, applies for all three. 120 skill cap, let's say. And then you invest everything. You buy the ranged armor plate. You can even get skill artifacts that give ranged skill points, and you just max out that ranged skill and go beyond. That's it, because ranged skill points increase the damage of special weapons that mainly I'm talking about grenade guns, experimental weapons. Alright. That should be covered. I have 300 coins. I will buy it. Since I'm luck 5, some of the items here are cheaper. Alright, so that's good for me. When you first recycle a wand, you unlock the Ashen Techno wand recipe. You will, however, not be able to craft a wand if you don't go very far and recycle a bunch of Ashen weapons. Using summons right here would not help me at all since he has an energy hammer, and energy hammers have more range than a sniper rifle. Why? I don't know. I asked Dev and he said that's how they have to work. You shouldn't just tank damage like that, but since I'm still planning to go to shelter... wait, no, I don't have the blueprints. What am I doing? Right, you should never tank him like that. As I said, Energy Hammer has extremely long range, but to counter that you have to try and be on the other side of the whatever the enemy is attacking, which would be your summons. Basically, get behind your enemy. For some reason I hear something exploding in the background. I have no idea who that is. Even the screen is shaking a little bit. Something is happening in the portal room and the screen is shaking. I swear, if they trigger Portal Guardian, that's why I am not even touching the portal room. Just keep the walls intact. Yes, that's fine. And go around without opening the walls. As long as the walls are closed, nothing will get triggered. Oh, it was you. Oh, you. You trying to kill my sweet, sweet merchant. How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourselves. What do you have? Yes. Random items, you buy out everything. Teleporter, that's good. Energy crystal for 10 coins, sign me up. Fireball, mining drill, energy crystal. Why wouldn't you buy from him? I don't get it. Stop killing my poor guy. Necromech spawned, but there will be no assault Necromech because he would have spawned at the first turn. Alright, in this case, let's just go invisible. Teleport our poor boy away. And get ready for massive amounts of loot. Should I go back to shelter? Actually, no. I shouldn't, and instead use up all of my health. But since I have a fuck ton of healing and energy, I'll just go. I'm pretty lazy. Alright, so we're in shelter. Let's check. Yes, we have every module. No energy modules to install. That's fine. We go here. Recycle all of our artifacts with maximum possible efficiency. See, 50 gold. Ho ho! Right, next, Midas weaponry. Just one. Pretty sad. Right, then we put everything into storage. Since we don't have a crafting table, a transportable crafting table, let's say. Not many recipes unlocked too. Sniper rifle, still bad damage. Nothing I can do. Right? Ashen Techno 1 would be amazing, but I am 100% not getting it this run. The components are not a big problem. The special parts, Techno 1 core, it's fine. These arc crystals are very easy to come by, and everything else is very common. Disintegrator core. Disintegrators suck, you will recycle them anyways. Though, of course, others say they are amazing. Oh, it's just my opinion. But these are charged crystals, you need 6. That means you need to recycle around 4 to 5 ashen weapons, and even if I find them, I will definitely not recycle any. So this one, at best, I will be able to craft it by the location 12, I'd say. Yeah. Will this run go this far? Good question. What else can I craft? Necro bombs? No. Thermite I don't need. guess rope was tier 3, but what does it even do? Electric explosion, well, maybe. Right, what I wanted to mention, you can go to the armors. You can switch to something that has special crafting, that like it's not available in there, down below, and you craft special equipment. For example, which change the prospector to open his crafting table, and see right here he can craft teleporters. Since I'm with him, I might as well craft a few. Alright, it's pretty cheap. Can get 3 of them. You can also craft map scanners if that's what you want. I will actually craft, because why not? Alright, we'll go here. Next thing we want to recycle are energy weapons. By energy weapons, I mean weapons that have energy here, but are not phase or have any special elements like fire, energy, something, because that will likely give me fire. We recycle these because there's a good chance that we can get energy crystals. So I suppose I have max 9, so that means I can still get. Maybe I get one on camera, please, I beg you, just one. If not, that's not too much to ask. No, it is, sorry. Well, okay, that's that, I suppose. And what components do I lack? In storage. Electric. Right, and I can recycle one more thing, which I guess will be Chaos X. Wait. Okay, it's fine. Right. That's it. We'll go buy out all of the antidote. Do I buy this? No. It's a scam. This is a scam. So expensive, you don't get much things. Well, I suppose if you invest only in these, you can grow in stats rather quickly, but actually, that I think about it, since this is a new save run, I'm planning to delete this after I die. The question is, do I level up energy saving? The answer will probably be no, since I don't have problems with energy. Man, that's rather unexpected, I have to say. Right. Super speed upgrade. Do I need it? Do I need it? Okay, changing weapons. Tactical belt. Good. I'll take it. And that's it. We have our gems. One more pot? Nah. We get the antidote. We can also craft spider mines. Not craft, buy them. I'll actually grab a few. I think that will be it. Nothing else I can do right here. Shopping done, upgrades done, module checked, components also done. That means we can go. Oh, I forgot to change back to Prospector 1. Oh well, I guess character development. Alright, so we spawn in the ruins. There are 2 barrels here. I think we should destroy them. Just so once we go back with teleporter into this room, we don't actually trigger them and die. Which can happen. I almost died like 5 times. Almost. Right. Another thing, we should probably think about the possible dangers of this location, which I guess will be the ranged enemies, Commander Guardians, the basic elite ones, They can be killed pretty easily with fire grenades. Midas Guardian, which can be killed with grenade gun, very easy. And Necro Sentinel, which will actually be quite troublesome. I might even use a stat potion, not that it would actually help me, since I'm not planning to use the agility one. I'm saving that one for later, so yeah, I'll just have to prepare myself. Another thing, ruins, main problem, doors, how to get around them. Wooden doors are very easy to destroy, just shoot a grenade, a wand, any explosive, and bam, they're gone. Or use a summon, or just don't destroy the door in the first place. That's it. That should be everything covered, and let's go. Right, you just use, for example, super speed has a very easy time, since you can use it to peek behind the door and like, what's up, what you doing here? Percussion, PP pot, very good. Enemy behind the door, possibly? No. There are no invisible enemies in these ruins, like the whole location 4, it's very easy. I'll be honest, I truly do not understand how do people fail and die here. I don't know. For example, right now, as I'm recording, I had way more struggles in location 3. Like this, very easy. Of course, normal caves, I say very easy, but from location 7, it will actually be very difficult cave, because there will be plenty of sentinels, cyber illusory guardian, chaos illusory. Well, you'll see. Right, now let's go. Arc shotgun, that is definitely gonna hit me. I do wonder. We started the ruins with 15 health potions. Notice we're playing the highest settings, yet we are full in healing and energy. Why? I don't know, to be honest. Luck 5 is pretty shit. But I guess the run will become way harder once we actually start getting boss fights every 500 turns. Right, against this guy I would normally just use a fire grenade, but since I'm very close range, I should just distract him for now. Normally, I just used a armor destruction scroll, but normally he uses his defense. You simply wait. That's it. You walk around. Below him, just forward, backwards, forwards. And that's it. He will run out of it. If he uses it again, then repeat. Medallion of Skills. It's a very good artifact, since it gives blocking and has the same, almost same stats because of level difference. I will actually use it. It's generally good as it gives crit chance, blocking. I'm telling the important stats. Crit chance, blocking, and one of your needed stat points. Even better in hybrid, the optimal artifact, I'd say. For example, Omega. Let's say you were playing Omega. This artifact suits so perfectly, so perfectly. You go 4-3-1 or 3-4-1, and that's it. You get everything you need. Another chaos book. I'm not throwing out any books because I can recycle them and possibly get scrolls. Did I just step into ash and fire? It's fine. It's fine.
We are running out of shock arrows, so they're very useful in these ruins and a lot of places actually. The whole lava location, acid caves, ruins. Since the demand is very high, you can consider buying some shock arrows in the shelter. Like quite a bit, since I would actually do that, but I don't have the recipe unlocked, so that's pretty sad.
Right, he has increased protection, but since he has a shield and I will use shock arrows to destroy the shield, the damage he will get afterwards will completely mitigate any defenses. He still has 11% health, and since I'm like 5, I won't deal much damage, that's why I'll super speed to get crit. But normally you wouldn't even need to, he will simply die. Aha, there's a Midas Sentinel with a 1, but that's no problem, since I will simply be able to spam my grenade gun. The reason why I'm using super speed on every single door, because any door could have another shotgun enemy and take away half of my health. I do not want that to happen, so that's why I'm doing this. Ah, hello, just about time. As I'm talking, I'll need to cut less time. Ah, the editing pain. Anyways, Necro Sentinel. The second most dangerous thing, maybe the most, depends on what boss we get. His sword, not a problem. His wand is a problem. Plenty of summons and it will hurt. Main problem is his tablet. It can literally outdamage health crystals if I use them every single turn. It is actually insane. I have plenty of protection scrolls, so let's start the fight with that. Right now he would probably all Necro, Red, Green, Midas Sentinels and Portal Guardians, if they dash away into somewhere in an L shape, let's say 2-tile gap, they're likely to use Electro Bomb or shield scroll or whatever. I'll start healing up immediately. Ah, you see? That's it. Pfft. No reason. You just lost half of your health. That's it. He is running away from me because luck 5 is menacing. Heart of 50. You want to stay at around 90% health all of the time possible. Metabolism potion, as rare as it is. Necro Sentinel would be the enemy that you could use this in combination with health regen, or it also works with inversion and poisoning. Metabolism is a different effect. It is not affected by inversion. I really don't like this situation. I cannot go invisible during this fight against any encounter with sentinels or portal guardians. You cannot go invisible because they will use the magic destruction scroll, and sometimes the magic destruction scroll can literally one-shot you, which is quite annoying. Magic defense might also not be good here. Our best choice is to get him. Wow, he took heavy damage. That could mean that he is almost dead. So let's just use another one and he's dead, that's it. Sadly, we did not get the Necro one. I suppose that's because we killed him in a really close space. But we got a Necro book. This is the best book in the game, no question. That's it, we'll have it. Oh, Ghost Medallion, that's pretty interesting. By itself, it's one of the rarest artifacts you can get. Like, if there was a category like the rarest artifacts, then Ghost Medallion would be one of them. By itself, the artifact is really good. I'd say the most use brings is for the agility builds, because of the distractions, and you get more time to reload everything and shoot enemies while they are not targeting you. For melee, not so much. And for luck, to be honest, I don't need. As luck, I just want stat boosts. Well, we have our, of course, utility artifacts like Lightning Medallion, Acid Medallion, and Fire Sigil. We have our combat, which will be the Medallion of Skills, Ammo Bag. Of course, as luck, anything. Yes, everyone need Crit Chance Bag is the best one. And that's basically it. Ghost Medallion, I don't really need it. It's the identical effect to the Ghost one, and if you are playing with Ghost one, then the Ghost the decoy appear rate will simply be faster. Oh, that's very nice, I think. No, wait, what weapon is that? If that's Arc? Yes, that's Arc. It's very good then. Way more clear than the Fire Super Pistol, which means because of the high ammo cost of the Super Pistols, I'm not gonna use the Fire Super Pistol and just stick to the Arc one. Right, we can just use a Scroll of Barrier to disarm the trap. Bro, fucking Pyro Shields, I swear this is the fourth one this run. Come here. Any second he will... No? Did I scare you so much, dear? Right, we splash acid so we know where he is. We can use a protection scroll. Never mind, it's kinda useless, haha. Right, he is here. We can use the death scroll to execute him. Now remember, death scroll range is it can reach enemies that have 2 tiles gap between you, except here. Well, basically, yes, these corners. But you can reach this. You cannot reach here because it's already a 3 tiles gap. Alright, we use this. It will damage multiple targets. Since there are only 2 targets, they will both get damage and die. That's it. Very simple fight, like extremely simple. Plenty of skeletons ready for this fight. Illusory Portal Guardian. This is gonna be a really long and boring fight. So let's just get started, eh? Right. I said that you can notice which is the real one. I myself only noticed this. I knew about this trick with Cyber Illusory because it was way easier to spot, but it seems it's the same case with this guy. If you look very closely, having a high neon effect in the settings, let me show you real quick. Right, neon lightning mode, you enable it to the maximum possible. Yes, here are my stats if someone's wondering. If you look very closely, look at each of the copy's eyes, and if you can see, none of them are actually doing anything except this one. This one is shining. That means this guy is the real one. That way you can always know which of them is the real one. That's it. Like his eye is glowing like whoosh right now. Yes, the same as our eye. Yes, they're synced up. Right, I hope that's enough. If we go here, he has his face gone out. If we go here, we would get hit. Ah, and he just went invisible. He's too scared. We can see everything. Oh. You can see he has the glowing eye. He's the real one. I might want to use protection. Scroll. Oh, I'm very glad I did. Wait. Yes, we check it like that. And that is indeed the real one. The glow is really faint, like it's there. It's still there. Yes, it is there. If you read the description of Ash and Fire, disintegrating fire is the same thing. Ashen, yes. High temperature electric flame damages shields. If the target is on Ash and Fire when he uses a shield, the shield will get instantly destroyed. If I were to speedrun it, I would go through the portal with a dash scroll or teleport to it. That would pull him out of invisibility and put us somewhere. But in a recent update, they've actually made the portal hurt really bad if you do that. Because we were all doing this, like the whole community. The reason being that boss fights already take way too long, but... You're scared of me, you're scared of the weak, defenseless, like 5 player. Since we have the Necro book, we can use any scrolls to summon plenty of Skellies, and Rage Scroll, since it has very little use, you can use just to summon Skellies, though beware, your own Skellies may be enraged. What are the chances that he's right here? All of them. Okay, how did I find out? The spider was walking back like this for no reason. That means they were simply changing places repeatedly. Illusory wanted to come out of invisibility, but spider kept the same behavior could be noticed with other invisible enemies, and that's how you might notice some of them. And he went invincible. Okay, man, this fight is going for way too long. Like, come on, let's end it right here. What are you waiting for? Man, would you kindly not go invisible for 1 second? Please stop! That is exactly why you want to rush this boss while going through the portal, but you can't anymore. I just wanted to complain, but the reward was worth it. Oh my god, it was worth it. Right, there wasn't too much to commentate about. So, location 5 will be way harder. See you in the next location then. Bye.